Hey all, Adam here from Newport Craft, one of the brewers. If you remember, last time we talked about the boil process as well as hops and what they can do to our beer. So now we're going to talk about what comes after that, which is the whirlpool and then the transferring through the heat exchanger to cool our beer down. So that'll be what we do to prepare it for yeast. So right behind me here is our boil kettle. So this is what we will actually be boiling in. On completion of that, what we do is we will obviously cut the steam off in that boil, and then we'll do what's called a whirlpool. Probably thinking, whirlpool, why do you call it that? Literally, we create a whirlpool. We will pull beer out from the bottom of this, take it around and shoot it back into the side of this with a pump. So effectively, it'll create a whirlpool motion like this inside the kettle. So all of that, what it does is it has centrifugal motion, which will cause all of the proteins and hops and things like that to form a pile in the middle of that. So we'll show you what that looks like, but that's called a trub pile. So what we want to do is we're doing that because we want to separate all of those proteins and things like that from that wort. That wort is what we want. That's what's going to be our beer eventually. So we want to separate those out. So once we get that whirlpool motion going, what we're going to do is now we have to cool it down from about 200 something degrees at boil temp down to about 68 degrees or 55 depending on what kind of yeast we want to use. And for that, we're going to use what's called a heat exchanger, which is going to be right over here. So right here is what our heat exchanger. So this is what we were just talking about. So our wort, about 200 degrees, is going to be coming from right here from our brew kettle. And what it does is we will basically be sending this wort through here. There's a bunch of little pipes and things in here. And we will also be sending municipal water as well as glycol, which is what we use to chill our tanks. So we'll be sending this hot wort through while you will have cold water and glycol moving through. And essentially what it does is it has a large surface area on the inside of this. So that hot meeting that cold will then cool that down. So we'll have to control our speed to dial in that temperature. But what we'll do is we'll basically control our pump speed. It'll come in here. We'll look at our temperature right here, and then this will be where we attach our knockout hose that'll send it all the way to that tank. And essentially we just want to get it at that exact temperature, and then the machine does the rest of it, and then we just wait till our knockout is over. Thanks for listening, y'all. On the next video, we're going to be talking about yeast and how we turn that wort into beer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.